Hi, meteorologist Tony Petrarca in the Pinpoint 12 Forecast Center. You've clicked on the Weather Now link on this Tuesday afternoon, late afternoon, around 3:30. We're looking at a pretty sky in Newport. Let me show you the sun here. It's gorgeous. Got some high clouds on the increase in advance of our next weather system arriving for Wednesday afternoon and night. We have some snow on the way. However, this looks minor. So with that said, I would call this the season's first measurable snow, but more than likely not the season's first snowstorm. But here's the breakdown. First of all, tonight and tomorrow morning, it's essentially dry. Cloudy skies, cold and dry. Now, later Wednesday morning, there may be a few flurries. As we get into the afternoon hours, it's kind of a light mixture of some snow and rain. A little rain mixing in along the south coast, just light snow elsewhere. And then during the daylight hours, there's really no accumulations. The temperatures are above freezing, so it's hard for anything to stick. With that said, as it gets colder Wednesday evening and Wednesday night, it is light snow. And the thinking here is really no more than a coating to an inch. More than likely, I would say 80% of this will be sticking to non-paved surfaces, car tops, grassy areas, decks, and things like that. However, in the northern part of the state where it's a little colder, you may get some slushy coatings on the roads, so maybe some slippery spots there. So it may be enough for sanding and salting, but probably not enough for plowing. And we're going to talk more about that in just a second. In fact, let me walk you through the forecast now through tomorrow. Here we are, 7 o'clock in the evening. We are dry with increasing clouds and chilly, just kind of a quiet night. 7 o'clock in the morning, starting off cloudy and dry with a temperature around 33. Now, by late morning, I wouldn't be surprised to see maybe a few flurries. And then here we are by 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and keeping in mind that, the blue represents, in this case, light snow, and the green in here is some light rain. The pink is kind of a mixture. We take you into around the evening commute with some light snow, but notice how this whole area in here will start to get consolidated. You get more of this blue right in here. This is 9 o'clock in the evening. Notice temperatures are near or just below freezing, so it's a little cold enough for some snow to start sticking a little bit here. But it's what we call a progressive system. It's a fast mover, and by 11 o'clock, it's starting to pull out of Rhode Island, still snowing in southeastern Mass, and then by midnight, it's essentially gone tomorrow night. So with that said, how much snow? We're thinking anywhere from a coating to an inch. The inch amounts would be more favored up in here, northern part of the state, with the coatings elsewhere south and east of Providence, and really little to none along the immediate south shore. So while this is obviously not a blockbuster, sometimes this is all it takes for an untreated road surface, especially where the pavement temperatures are colder Wednesday night, for a little bit of slipperiness. So just kind of be mindful of that. So for tonight, heading out, really no weather issues. We're just looking at increasing clouds, cold and dry as temperatures drop down to around 32 by daybreak. And then here we are on Wednesday morning. Don't see really any issues with the morning commute, though we'll start to see some flurries by later in the morning. I still feel as though 6, 7, 8, 9 o'clock in the morning, we're just starting off cold and dry, and then some flurries by late morning. And this will be more of a kind of a light snow mixture, or light snow during the afternoon. There'll be a mix of some light rain along the shoreline, looking at temperatures in the 30s. And then it's a steadier light snow for several hours Wednesday night before it ends by roughly midnight Wednesday night. So wrapping it up, the season's first measurable snow, yes, that'd be hard-pressed to call it, though, the season's first snowstorm. But with that said, minor accumulations once the sun sets Wednesday evening, and then maybe some slippery travel, so be mindful of that. All right, that's the latest Weather Now update. We'll have more updates throughout the evening. We'll see you then.